गंगैते गिरिं यत्कृपातं हम वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणे परमानन्दमाधवं चैतन्येश्वरं जय गुरुदेव जय श्री Hare Krishna. Okay, so we are doing second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. We did the first five shlokas last week, and we completed the first chapter prior to that. So let's see what is going on in the sixth shloka. Can anybody remember what happened so far in the Bhagavad Gita? Like, where are we at? What is the situation of Arjun? Yes, Ansh.
He's wondering what to do, and he's asking Krishna, and he's telling Krishna like the four reasons of why he doesn't want to fight.
Very good. Yes. So Arjun is quite stressed, confused. He is actually asking, um, more like thinking in his mind what needs to be done, and he presents whatever is in in his mind. Whatever is in his mind, he is actually sharing with Krishna. And now he's in a very, very tough situation where he is not able to make a decision what needs to be done. And the consequences are going to be very, very serious. It's not a small thing. If he does not do the right thing, then he'll end up killing millions of people there who are assembled. So it's a serious, serious issue. Okay, so let's get started with this particular slide and see how it could be relevant for all the, kids who are assembled here of your generation. What exactly is the relevance in your life? Okay, so who will read this slide? Okay, Ansh.
Have you ever felt completely stuck? Arjun was the greatest warrior in the world.
Let's ask this question from all of you. Have you actually ever felt completely stuck, all of you? No, not yet. Never had anything in your life where you were kind of stuck, or you had? Anybody would like to share any such situation? No, nobody. Nobody had any situation where they were stuck, confused, what route they should take. If you never had, you will have in future. You will have situations like this in future where you will actually have to make decisions. You may be a little young right now, but in future you will have that time when you will actually be questioning, oh, is my decision the right decision or not? Okay? So that's what Arjun is doing here. All right, continue, Ansh.
Arjun was the greatest warrior in the world. He wasn't af- but on the he wasn't afraid of any army, but on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he faced an army stronger than anyone else, his own mind.
Yes.
Sometimes the hardest battles,
What is the toughest opponent Arjuna faced right now?
his mind.
Yes, his own mind. Continue.
Sometimes the hardest battles we fight aren't on the outside. They're the inner wars of confusion and fear.
Yes, inner worlds of confusion. Inside, we may be having confusion. Okay. So, what is the question here?
Think of a time when you had to make a really tough choice and didn't know what to do. How did it feel?
So, any of you would like to share? Anytime you had to make a tough decision? No? Maybe then you guys are too young. You haven't made enough decisions. But with time, you will come across such a situation. Like this boy in the screen, everybody can see. What tough things is he going through? Can somebody read? Yes, you can read, Anika.
Peer pressure, tough choices, school stress, fear of failure.
Any of these do affect you, Anika? What do you think? Any of these, or all of these, or some of these?
Um,
Some? Which ones have you ever felt?
like
I I felt all of them in my school days when I was small. I had all four of them. What about you?
yeah.
Hmm? Which one?
Um, sometimes I would get confused,
Confused? Tough
what
choices?
like what should I do in the situation that I'm in?
Yeah. See, that happens. What about school stress? Does anybody ever feel school stress? Maybe some homework, maybe some test, exam, little bit sometime. Okay, what about peer pressure? Do you know how many of you know what it means, peer pressure? Anybody knows here? Okay, Ansh.
It means like if you wanted it, like for example, there's like a vote and you want to vote for one thing, but all of your friends are voting for the other thing, so they're like, no, no, come on, vote for our thing.
Okay, yes, yes. Yes, Anika, what is peer pressure?
It's basically answer, but it's when your friends are pressuring you, they're telling you to do something that you don't want to do.
Yeah. So has anybody felt peer pressure to be there? Anybody remembers feeling sometimes? Okay. All right. So school stress, peer pressure, tough choices. How about fear of failure? You want to do something and you're fearing, maybe I might not be able to get success in that. It could be studies, it could be sports, it could be extracurricular activities, anything. Have you ever felt like that? Not from outside, but from within. Like you want to speak something or write something, but you're fearing that maybe it won't be as good, right? Sometimes it happens. So all these are tough choices which you'll have to face in future. So Arjun was preparing himself to face this by the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So if you also get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, you can actually do it in a much better way. You can get success like Arjuna got success. Okay, who will read this shloka? Sanskrit. Yes, Ansh, you can recite. You recite and or let me recite and all of you follow first. You can unmute. Everybody can unmute their mics. न चैतद्विद्मः कतरन्नो गरीयो
न चैतद्विद्मा कतरन्नो गरीयो
यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयु
यद्वा जयेम यदि वा नो जयेयुः
यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामस्
यानेव हत्वा न जिजीविषामः
एव स्थिता प्रमुखे धार्तराष्ट्रा
केव स्थिता प्रामुखे धार्तराष्ट्राः.
Okay, who will read the translation? Anika, go ahead.
Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. The sons of Dhritarashtra, whom if we killed, we should not care to live, are now standing before us on this battlefield.
Yes. So he's saying we don't know which is better, whether to fight or not to fight. So this is the fifth reason of not fighting. So what were the first five reasons of not fighting? First four reasons in the first chapter? Who will tell? One word. Yes, Anika.
Breaking family traditions.
Okay, breaking family traditions. Ansh.
Uh, no like happiness, no joy.
Yeah, no enjoyment. Nimai, I can't see your camera. Do you remember any of the reasons? why Arjuna should not fight? Arjuna was saying, I should not fight. Can you think of any reason? In the first chapter, he gave 4 reasons.
Well, he's fighting his own family. So
Very good. Yeah. So fear of destroying family traditions and fear of sins, right? And he was compassionate. He was feeling the compassion. He felt so many people will be unnecessarily killed. So he was compassionate to them and he did not want to hurt them. Very nice. Okay, great. So these were the 4 reasons. And the fifth reason here is indecisiveness. I don't know whether it's the right thing to do or not. So he's indecisive. Okay, now this is an important shloka, and I want all of you who have not memorized it to memorize this. Okay? So everybody can unmute their mics and recite after me. कार्पण्य दोषोपहता स्वभावा
कार्पण्यदोषोपहता
स्वभाव
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेता
पृच्छामि त्वां
धर्मसम्मूढचेता
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् Repeat. कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेता
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम् कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभावा
कार्पण्यदोषो भवता स्वभावा
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्म सम्मूढचेता
पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
यश्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
यस्यहं स्वादिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्
So how many of you can recite it by looking at the screen? How many of you can recite it without looking? Anybody here? Oh, Anch and Anika and Nimai can recite without looking? Okay. Who? Okay, let's go with Nimai first. Nimai, you want to recite? I can't hear. Your mic is mute.
Yeah, okay, I'll try. Okay.
Yes.
कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभावात् पृच्छामि त्वं धर्मसम्मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नम्.
Excellent. Very nice. Anika, you want to go next?
कार्पण्यदोषो भवता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यश्रेयस्त्वं निशितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं स्वं hold on, I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah, you're doing good. Shishyasteham shadi mam tvam prapannam. Okay, very nice. Ansh.
कार्पण्यदोषोपहता स्वभावा पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेता यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां तां प्रपन्नम्.
Okay, great. Who else would like to try? Anybody else who would like to recite? You can recite with looking also. Looking at the shloka and then reciting. Okay, let's read the translation. Who will read the translation? Shlok, are you able to hear? Do you want to read the translation?
Sure.
Yes.
Now I'm confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking, uh, I can't you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple, and the soul surrendered unto you. Please instruct me.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so Shlok, can you recite the Sanskrit also? You can look at the screen and recite.
Karpanya doshopahata svabhava Pritchami tvam dharma samudacheta Yashreyasya nishchitam bruhi tanme dehama
Shishya.
pradi mam tvam pravanna.
Okay, great. You recited beautifully. Do you think you would like to try without looking? Maybe next week, if not today. What do you think?
Wait, what?
Do you want to try to recite the shloka without looking at the screen?
Uh, okay, sure.
Try. Try to recite. Or today you want to do it, or you will practice this week and recite next week?
Well, okay, I can try. Karpanya dosho svabhava. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try.
That's fine. Even if you don't recite, that's totally okay. You can recite. Do you want to recite next week?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. All right. Let's go to next slide here. Who will read this slide? Anika, you want to read? Read the right side first.
The forest fire and the rain cloud.
Hmm.
1. How do problems start? Srila Prabhupada explains that life's problems are like a blazing forest fire. No one strikes a match to start a forest fire. It just happens automatically from the friction of trees rubbing together. Number 2. The lesson. Just like you can't put out a forest fire with tiny buckets of water, you can't solve life's deepest confusions with temporary material solutions. You need a rain cloud.
Okay, let's wait here. So, how did we come to forest fire? What is the connection between what we are doing with Arjun and what is forest fire? Can anybody explain? Oh, what is this going on? So here an example is given about the forest fire. So how many of you know how a forest fire is caused? Can anybody tell? Can anybody think about? Okay. So Ansh, you go first, then Anika.
It's the friction of like the twigs and leaves rubbing.
Okay. Anika?
It's when like the atmosphere is too dry and yeah, also the friction of the trees and stuff and all this comes together and starts fire.
Okay. So yes, theoretically that's true what you both said, but do you know which friction happened between which tree, which leaves were rubbing to each other to cause this fire? No, that cannot be known, right? So similarly, here it is said in the life in which we are living, many times we have burning fire, which means we have problems. What kind of problems are there? Now see the left side. What kind of the problems could be there? It is there in the left side screen. You see the fire? Yes, Anika.
Material perplexities, confusion, stress, sadness.
Yeah, so many such things are there. Materially, what is the meaning of perplexities? Can anybody tell? Yes, Ansh.
Things that are like confusing.
Yeah, confused or one not sure what to do, what to make of it, how to proceed with that. So one is very perplexed. So material level, there are perplexities, there's confusion, there's stress, there's sadness. So all this is compared with fire. And then to put out forest fire, what do? You know, forest fire is a big problem. Big states like California, even Florida, many times they had to deal with forest fires. Recently, we had in Florida. How many of you know we had forest fire in Florida recently? Did you guys know that? Anybody? Those who are living in Florida? We had very close to Alachua and Gainesville area. So, forest fire, it takes long time. If it spreads, the forest fire, it cannot be controlled even by, the trained big countries. They can't control it in a day or two. It can take long time. So, what you really need to control forest fire is rain cloud. If rain comes, then that's great. If rain doesn't come, then the forest fire will actually not not be easy to control. Okay? So here it is being explained how forest fire is compared to all these confusion and perplexities, and the rain cloud from which the rain is coming, that is compared to with the spiritual master, Guru or Krishna. So for Arjun, both are the same. Krishna is acting as Guru. But even in our life, when we read Bhagavad Gita, when we pray to Krishna, Krishna can guide us, right? And therefore, all the perplexities, confusions, problems, stress we may have, that can be solved by Krishna. He'll guide us how to solve them. Okay. Anika, you want to read the third point?
By saying Sishasteham, I am your disciple, Arjuna stepped out of the fire and into the cooling shelter of Krishna's wisdom.
Yes. So he said, I am your disciple. Shishyasteham. I am your disciple. By this, he actually is taking shelter of Krishna. In the middle of the fire, he's taking shelter of the cooling shelter of Krishna's wisdom. Okay. How many of you know the story of Gajendra? Okay. Anybody? Ansh knows, Anika knows, who else? Anybody else who knows the story of Gajendra? Okay. So, Ansh, can you share what all you remember from the story? Let's see.
In his past life, Gajendra used to be
Who is Gajendra?
huh?
Who is Gajendra?
An elephant.
An elephant, yes. So this is a story of an elephant. Yes, please continue.
So in his past life, Gajendra used to be a devotee, but then he did I think he was meditating and a sage came to his house, but he was meditating. So then the sage came and he was asking that can I have some.
So let's not go in the past life. We are talking about just Gajendra.
So
So
then
tell me about Gajendra.
in his next life he became an elephant. So then as an elephant, one time he and his elephant friends were like playing in the water, and then suddenly a crocodile came, and the crocodile attacked Gajendra, and all of his friends ran away, and so then he was left alone. But then he prayed to Krishna, and Krishna came and saved him from the crocodile.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anika, you want to add something or share something on that?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay. So Gajendra is a very uh, powerful, huge elephant who was actually the leader of all the elephants, and he was very strong. And he was going with his all elephants. They go sometimes they'll have a group going together, and this herd of elephants is going, and uh, they were having very nice time in water. They were all enjoying. And suddenly, crocodile came. Now, this was sudden. Similarly, we see in the life of people, things may be going very well, and suddenly some accident may happen, some problem may happen unexpectedly. So, like this, Gajendra also had this unexpected attack of the crocodile. And Gajendra was very strong. He could have defeated the crocodile if it would have been land. But this was water. And in water, crocodile is much more powerful than the elephant. So, in this situation, after fighting with the crocodile for so long, Gajendra was not winning. So finally, he picked up a flower from there and he remembered, like Ansh was explaining, that Gajendra was a devotee in the previous life. And even though in this life he had become elephant, but because he was a devotee before, he had those memories of praying to Krishna. So he took the lotus and offered it to Krishna. And when he offered to Krishna, because when you are a devotee, you want to offer everything to Krishna. So those memories came back at the time of crisis. So when he offered it, Krishna actually came. So the important point here is Arjuna took shelter of Krishna in crisis, and Gajendra also took shelter of Krishna in crisis. So like that, we can also take shelter of Krishna. We can offer our hearts to Krishna, and knowing He's ultimate protector. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, let's go to the next shloka. Please unmute your mics and repeat after me. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudhyat
Nahi
Nahi
prapashyami
mamapanudhyat yacchokamuccoshanamindriyanam
yashokamukshokamindriyanam
avapya bhuma vasapatnamriddham
vapya bhuvam vasapatnam riddham
Rajyam Suranam Apichadipatyam.
rajyam suranamapi chadipatyam.
Chatipatyam.
Hare Krishna Dhwani. Where are you today? I don't see you in the camera. I don't hear your voice. I don't see you raising hands. Are you busy? Do you want to read this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Some
You want to read?
get
I
that
can
new
find.
video game or win this competition, I'll be happy.
Can
Arjuna shares a profound secret. Even if he became the king of the entire universe, it wouldn't fix the sadness in his heart. Only spiritual knowledge can do that.
your voice is not so clear. It is coming and then fading away. Can you stay close to the mic and read from up? Read from I can find. You see, I can find no means to drive. Can you read from there? You're mute right now.
I no means to drive away this grief, which is drying up my senses. I will not to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unveiled kingdom
Very
on
well.
earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven.
Very good. Yes. So Arjun is saying that I'm so sad and all of this is consuming me. Even if I become the king of the whole world, still I will not be happy. Even if you give me heaven and you say, oh, heaven is yours, still I will not be able to enjoy. No. And then here it is mentioned, why stuff can't fix our hearts. So, Dhwani, you want to read again in the last paragraph? Sometimes you think.
Sometimes think if I just have a new video game or win this competition, I'll be happy. Arjun shares a profound secret. The king of the entire universe wouldn't fix the sadness in his heart. Only spiritual knowledge can do that.
Yes. So Arjuna is telling that he will not be pacified even if he get things. Sometimes we feel if we get a thing, like a new gadget, a new video game, or a new computer, or a new um, something, maybe something to eat, uh, favorite dessert, and then we'll be happy. But actually, that is not going to last. That happiness doesn't last for too long. It's very, very small time we get happiness. So things will not satisfy our happiness. And Arjuna, if he gets all the kingdom, he said he's not going to be happy if he has to kill all his family. But then, if he gets the knowledge, then knowledge can make him happy. Spiritual knowledge. It has to be spiritual knowledge. Okay? All right, we'll go to the next sloka. Please repeat after me. Sanjay Vacha
Sanjay Vacha
Vacha
Eva Muktva Rishikesham
Evam
Evam
muktva rishikesham
Rishikesham
Gunake Parantapa
Gudakesha
Gurukesha
Paratapa
Parantapa
Nayotseti Govindam
Yotsiti
Ayuseti
govindam
Gudam
Govindam
Uktva Tushnim Bahuvaha.
Upa Tushnim Pab
Okay, who will read this shloka? Who has not read so far? Ashi, can you read? Or Sarvi, are you available to read? Okay, Dhwani, you can read this.
Sanjaya Uvacha Evam Uktva Rishikesham Gudakesha Parantapa Nayotsa iti Govindam Uktva Tushnim Babhuvaha.
Beautiful. Continue. Continue to read the translation.
Arjuna said, having spoken thus, Arjuna, the chastiser of enemies, told Krishna, Govinda, I shall not fight, and fell silent. The
Yes.
moment of defeat. And
Continue.
is called Paramtapa, chastiser of enemies, because he could defeat any outer enemy. But here he is temporarily defeated by his inner enemies, grace and illusion. He has completely given up his own efforts to fix.
Yes. So now, even though he's powerful and enemies used to run away from him, but now he has, because of his mind, he's feeling he's defeated. And his inner enemies, grief and illusion, they have completely taken up. And he feels by his own efforts he cannot overcome it. So now will he do? What will he do now? What do you guys think? By his own efforts, he cannot overcome these. So he will take shelter of Krishna. That's what he's done. Okay? Okay. Please repeat after me. 10th shlok. Tam vacha rishikesha
Tam vacha
Ramvacha
rishikesha
Hirishikesha
Shah
rahasan iva bharata
Rasam Iva Bharata
hinayorubayor madhye
Senayar Upayor
Upayor
Madhye
vishidantam idam vacha.
Vishidantam Idam Vachanam.
Okay, who will read the translation for this one? Translation and the slide below. Anika.
O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both the armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna.
Yes. So now he is Arjuna is feeling sad, he's depressed, and then Krishna looks at him and he's smiling, as if smiling, not really laughing or anything, but smiling slightly. And then Krishna is going to speak now. Question is, why is Krishna smiling? Okay, let's read what is written here. Why is Krishna smiling? Anika, can you read?
Why is Krishna smiling? Because Arjuna, his dear friend, had finally chosen to become his disciple. Krishna assumes the role of the Supreme Guru. When you surrender to Krishna, he takes charge of your life with a smile of pure love.
Yes. So he has taken shelter of Krishna, and Krishna is smiling. He's saying, just like a parent, the child is sad, depressed, the parent will smile. He'll say, no, 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 no problem, baby. We'll take care of it. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. So similarly, Krishna is smiling and saying, you can handle it. You are powerful. It's not big deal for you. Okay, let's go to the next look. Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Shri Bhagavan Vacha
Ashocyan Anvasochastvam
Ashotyam Anvasochastvam
Pragnavadamscha Bhashase
Ratnavadam Shabhasase
Gatasu Nagatasumscha
Asum Agatasumsa
Nanu Shochintum Pandita.
Nanushoshyamti Pandita.
Okay, who will read the translation for this one? Anshu, want to read? Translation and then the
The
rest.
Supreme Personality of Godhead said, while speaking learned words, you have mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament for neither the living nor for the dead. The
Okay,
first lesson.
great. Okay, let's discuss this first. So here, Krishna is telling Arjun that you have spoken like a very learned person, but you're feeling sad and you're feeling sorrow, you're in grief. That is not the right attitude. Those who are learned, they don't behave in this way. Yes, Ansh, continue.
The first lesson. Krishna immediately tells Arjuna, you are talking like a smart person but acting foolishly. The first step in spiritual life is understanding that a wise person does not cry over temporary clothes of the body. They focus on the eternal soul inside.
Yes. So you have to do your duty by focusing on who we are. We are not this body, but we are spirit, soul, right? So Krishna will be talking about these things in detail in coming shlokas. So let's go to the last shloka of the day. Please repeat after me, unmute your mics. Natva evaham jatu nasham.
Natvevaham Jatu Nasham
Nasham
Natvam neme janadipa.
Natvam Neme Janadipa
न चैव न भविष्यामः
Nachayavana Bhavishyama
Shyama
सर्वे वयमतः परम्.
Sarve Vayamatah Param.
Okay, who will read the translation? Dhwani, you want to read?
Yes.
Please.
Not exist. Nor you nor all these things, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be.
Yes. So Krishna is telling, you are thinking this person will die, that person will die, and they will not be there. But actually, the soul is always present. In the past, one may be child. In the future, one may be old man. But there is never the time when I, you, and all these kings will never exist. And we have already always existed. Okay? Continue, Dhwani. What is the big secret? Let's read.
Powerful verses in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna tells that you, me, and everyone around us are eternal. We exist for this life and we will exist after it. Because the soul never dies, Arjuna doesn't need to be paralyzed by fear.
Yes. So Arjuna was fearful. Oh, they will not exist. They will, go away. But Krishna is saying it doesn't happen that anybody is cease to exist. Everybody was present in the past and everybody will be present in the future. And in the subsequent shlokas, Krishna will explain that how only thing which changes is the body, but the person remains. Person who is the soul, the Atma, that never dies. Does it make sense? Okay. So how has Arjuna's attitude changed from 2.6 to 2.11. Let's read this table. Who wants to read this table? Who will read it loudly? Anika, you want to read?
The power of surrender. Arjuna before surrender. Mindset. Overwhelmed, bewildered, stressed by material perplexities.
Yeah.
Arjuna after surrender. Open, ready to learn, trusting in spiritual knowledge. Arjuna before surrender action. Dropped his bow, entirely paralyzed, gave up. Arjuna after surrender action. Ready to follow the instructions of the Supreme Guide. Relationship with Krishna. Saw Krishna as just a friend driving his chariot. Arjuna after surrender, relationship with Krishna. Accepted Krishna as his guru, driving his mind and soul.
Yes, very good. You read beautifully, Anika. Okay, just read the last line.
Just like muddy water becomes clear when it stops moving, Arjuna's mind becomes clear the moment he stopped fighting his own confusion and let Krishna take the wheel.
Yes. So he was agitated, thinking here and there, mind was going all over. Now he stopped. He said, I surrender to Krishna, and then mind became clear now. That Krishna is the Guru, is my spiritual master. And now Krishna is the one who will guide me. Okay, so how can you take shelter of Krishna today? What do you guys think? Let's read this one. Ansh, can you read?
How can you take shelter of Krishna, shelter today? You don't have to be on a physical battlefield to take shelter of Krishna. When you face a tough day or feel completely confused, follow Arjun's exact steps. Admit you don't know everything. It's perfectly okay to be confused. Ask for help. Approach a bona fide spiritual master. Read the Bhagavad Gita or ask senior devotees for guidance. Pray to Krishna. I surrender to you. Please show me the right path. If Krishna can guide Arjun through the biggest war in history, he can definitely guide you through your life.
Yes. What do you guys think? Is it a good idea? Okay, Nimai, can you read this slide again? Which Ansh just read, how you can take shelter today.
How you can take shelter today. You don't have to be on a physical battlefield to take shelter of Krishna. When you face a tough day or feel completely confused, follow Arjuna's exact steps. Admit you don't know everything. It's perfectly okay to be confused. Ask for help. Approach a bona fide spiritual master. Read Bhagavad Gita or ask senior devotees for guidance. Pray to Krishna. Krishna, I surrender to you. Please show me the right path. If Krishna can guide Arjuna through the biggest war in history, he can definitely guide you through your life.
Yes, great. Awesome. Okay, so how will you now? This is what you read, but how do you think you will be able to pray to Krishna and connect to Krishna and take shelter of Krishna this week before we connect next week? What do you guys think? What do you think, Nimai? What opportunities do you see? Think on a daily basis. When do you think you can pray to Krishna, take shelter of Krishna?
Uh, when you're going through a troubled time.
Only then you'll wait for a troubled time?
That you can like offer prashadam and remember
Yeah,
Krishna.
you can offer very good. When you're offering to Krishna, you can pray at that time. What else? When else can you take shelter of Krishna?
Um, you go to the temple.
Yes, when you go to the temple today, Sunday, Sunday feast, very good. And what? Tell 3 points. So two you already told, one more. Everybody should tell three points when you think you can take shelter of Krishna. What are the time in the day?
Kirtan.
Kirtans, very good, excellent. Okay, who will go next? Ansh, your turn.
When you're chatting, when you're like confused on what to do, like Arjuna, and then when you're just like when you're at the temple.
So both of you said the same exact things, right? What if somebody is not going to the temple, or somebody is not confused, or somebody is not chanting or doing kirtan? They cannot take shelter of Krishna.
They
And
can.
so you have to tell other things, na? You can't say the same things. So what?
Anytime.
When else? Huh?
Anytime.
Anytime. Yes. Very good. You can take shelter of Krishna anytime. So how will you take shelter of Krishna anytime? Give example. If you want to think,
Like
you can
if you
think.
just have like if you don't know what to do and you're just bored.
When you're bored, you can take shelter of Krishna. That's good. Very nice. You don't know what to do, so you take shelter of Krishna. Very nice. One more. You think about one more, Ansh. In the meantime, we'll go to Anika. Anika, tell me 3 times in this coming week what opportunities you see when you can take shelter of Krishna.
When you're sad, when
So you want to be sad?
no,
Take shelter of Krishna.
when you can't take shelter of Krishna when you're sad. You can
Yeah.
take
But what in this particular week, how do you plan to take shelter of Krishna? Tell me 3 situations. Could be anything in the daily life. You can think, otherwise, we'll go to Dhoni next. Dhoni, your turn. When do you think you can?
Whenever you want,
Whenever you want. Excellent. Very good. So, when do you think you will want?
when we don't have anything to do,
Okay. So, what time of day will that be?
so
When is it?
after having food,
After?
having food,
I did not understand. After having food? Yes, very good. You can do it before having food. You can have it after having food. You can remember Krishna during having food, right? So, there are so many ways. What other times, Dhoni? How many of you
um,
are chanting every day? Is there anybody here who's chanting every day? Every day. Anika is chanting every day? How many times are you chanting, Anika?
um 1 round.
One round every day. Very good. Excellent. So at the time of chanting, you can remember Krishna, right? Yes. Dhwani, how much are you chanting?
1 round,
Wow, beautiful. So while chanting, you can remember Krishna. And what time during the day do you chant, Anika and Dhwani?
just before sleeping.
Yes, so that is a good time to remember Krishna before sleeping. That way, Krishna will come in your thoughts. And then after you wake up in the morning, then also you can remember Krishna, right? So many times, right? Okay. So, Ansh, your turn. When do you think you can remember Krishna? And then after Ansh, we'll go back to Anika. Okay, I think Ansh
When
needs
you
one
wake
more
up.
minute. Yes, when you wake up. Very good. Okay, Anika, your turn.
When you go to sleep.
Okay, very nice. So remember all these things, different times when you can remember Krishna and pray to Krishna. So best way is to pray Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All right. Thank you very much. I think we'll end here. Any questions anybody has? Oh, I have questions actually. I have questions for you. So, who will read these questions? Dhwani, you read the first question.
One, verse 7. Since he needs more than just a friend, he accepts Krishna as his
Hmm.
guru, as his
As his what? What did he
spiritual
accept?
master,
Yes. What about before that? What was he relating to Krishna as in the first chapter?
as his teacher,
No, in the first chapter. This is second after 2.7 shlok, right? Before that, he was treating Krishna as a friend. But then in this shloka, he accepted Krishna as his spiritual master or guru. Okay? Good job, Dhoni. Nimai, can you read second question?
Why did Srila Prabhupada compare material problems to a forest fire?
Yes, what do you think? Why did he do? Compare to it as a forest fire. Okay. Who will tell? Why did he compare to forest fire? Remember, I was telling where did forest come into picture? Okay, you want to read the answer, Nimai?
Answer, because they start on their own and you need a rain cloud to put them out.
Yes, because the forest fire can start anywhere, anytime. And with the rain cloud, they can be extinguished. Similarly, problems, sadness, sorrowness, challenges can come anytime. And you need knowledge of Bhagavad Gita coming from Krishna or Guru, right? Okay, Anika, you want to read the third question here?
Question 3. What is the big secret Krishna tells Arjuna in verse 2.12?
Yeah, what do you think is the big secret?
That no one ever actually dies, that we're all just the soul.
Yes, and we are all eternal souls and we don't cease to exist. We don't die, and our identity, our individuality never um, gets over, right? Okay, Ansh, you want to read the last line?
What is the big secret Krishna tells us?
Last line.
Oh, I can't see it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Next time you feel stressed, take a deep breath. Next time you feel stressed, take a deep breath, remember Arjun, and let Krishna take the reins of your chariot.
Yes. So next time you're about to get angry or about to get stressed, remember this. Okay? Is that all right? Okay. Thank you, everybody. We'll end here. Granth Raj Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. We'll start closing prayers. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय शिल प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Thank you very much, everyone. Have a nice week. We'll see you next week.
Thank you,